Hello and welcome to an episode I figure I'd bring up the point of the Battle of Antietam. That took place on September 23rd of 1862. One of the bloodiest battles in the war. The bloodiest single day in the war. 23,000 killed in 12 hours. If you don't believe me, that's, say, 23 divided by 12. That's about one person killed every minute, thereabout. One person killed every minute. Yeah, so that probably was there's no probably about it, that was the single most bloody battle in the war. And the object of Lee's army was to physically and morally destroy the Army of the Potomac. He had reinforcements. The battle came, the battle passed, nothing happened in the days that followed. President Lincoln was furious with General McClellan, replaced him right after the Battle of Antietam, and the next general in line didn't do as well. The next general in line was Burnside, and then of course you lead up to changing generals of this is now, we went for McClellan, who fought at Antietam. That was a Union victory. His only victory as a general for McClellan was at Antietam. Then you move from McClellan, who really didn't do anything, to Burnside, who tried to be the new McClellan, tried to gather all of his forces, his shattered forces after Antietam, tried to bring them together, and tried to really tried to bring them together and bring a counterpunch to Lee's army for what he did at Antietam. And he had regiments slaughtered wholesale. At Fredricksburg, there was a mile-long field. He marched 12 corps across the field. 12 times each corps was repulsed. One corps was repulsed, another corps was repulsed. 12 times one corps was repulsed. Sent 12 corps in, sent them in one at a time. Each time the corps went across, it was repulsed and retreated back. Went across, repulsed, was retreated back. And then, Lincoln played the general's game for several different times, didn't really know what to go until he finally landed with Grant. Grant was in the West, making strides with the Army of the Tennessee. Great strides, great strides. And then came the battles in the East with Lee. Sure, he lost some to start with, but towards the end, the South just didn't have the numbers, they didn't have the resources, they didn't have the industry, they didn't have anything of that the North had. They had the North had much more advanced pieces that needed to be used. They had industrial hubs, they had